Hi, everybody. Welcome back to my channel. Shout out to everybody in the chat. Welcome. Let me see who I have here in the house and make sure my audio is in good working condition. I got my headphones on. Welcome, everybody. Hey, everybody. Oh, Lord have mercy. Let me see. What do I have here? Welcome, everybody. Hey, Tiffany. Hey, Pika. Hey, Renee. Welcome. Guys, welcome to Last Ronin. Welcome. Thank you guys for being here. Jen, welcome. Everybody, Little Pinto in the house, welcome. Wim, welcome. Cheeks, welcome. Thank you for being here. Honeybee, you said you glad you made it. Well, shout out to you. Chico's in the house. Nancy's in the house. Welcome, everybody. Shannon's in the house. Welcome. Hey, Tricky Vicky, haven't seen you in a minute. I hope you're well. Well, I did see you recently. Shout out to you. I'm glad I see you more now. Welcome, James. Welcome. Oh my gosh. Listen, I think this is at least 2 or 3 full things of coffee here right now at this point. Kiki, welcome. Shout out to you. Yes, Ray J, you guessed it. We're going to talk about Ray J here in a minute because y'all are not going to believe what made the internet on Ray J. And oh, Lord have mercy. We'll get into that. Rhiannon, welcome. Mary Lee, welcome. Lovey Cats, welcome. Hey, Ingrid, how you doing, love? Christina, how you doing? My first live. Oh, welcome, Christina. Thank you for being here. Machete's in the house. I love the name Machete. So, it sounds so violent. Shout out to you, Machete. Welcome, Tina. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Rocking with the Truth Rolls YT. Welcome, welcome. Thank you for being here, Tina. Welcome, everybody. Thank y'all for hitting that like button. Nicole, how you doing? How are you, love? Mia Mo in rainbows. Gwen is here. Tina is here. Welcome. Short order cook one. Welcome. Hamptons, welcome. Everybody, y'all are amazing. Thank you for being here. Marina, welcome. We have 85 people in the house. 85. Wow. She said, LOL, thank you. You're welcome. You said I'm taking a big risk this morning. I'm having a well, if you're jumping out, if that's a lot of coffee, or not too much, let me know. To me, that doesn't sound like a lot of coffee, Marilee, but you let me know. You say you're in a band called The Last Dog. You've probably seen our posters. I have. I haven't. Let me know about it. Shout out to you. Um, welcome everybody. All right, y'all, let's get started. Hey, Venus. Hey, Miss Sweet Tooth. Welcome everybody. Coconut Cult. Welcome, y'all. Thank you so much for being here. I wanted to, make sure I shout out you guys that are here. You don't have to be here, but you're here. Hey, Charmaine. Welcome. Whew. I'm out of breath. Lord have mercy. Saying hello to everybody. Saying hello. Hey, Sheilyn, welcome. Hey, Grape Tea, welcome, welcome. Shout out to you, Grape Tea. Thank you for being here. All right, we got to get into some stuff this morning. And let me look at the polls because we definitely stuff that we voted on. Welcome, everybody. Happy Friday the 13th. Friday the 13th? Really? Oh, that's crazy. So how y'all feeling? Everybody okay? Anything abnormal going on today because it's Friday the 13th? I mean, the bills still need to get paid. That's what it seems like to me. Maybe that's abnormal for some, but we have to do what we have to do. Thank you, Wim, for gifting. Let me know if Friday the 13th is like a day where you are just not doing anything because it's Friday the 13th. Wim, thank you for gifting memberships. Put a heart in the chat if you got a membership from Wim. It's been a wild week, that's for sure. That's for sure. James says, Rabbit, just stop believing every word that I post. Thor says, we're going to start with this topic. Shout out to you, Thor says, Colt Gray's mom apology means absolutely nothing. She should have gone down to the school instead of just calling them. She could have cared less. Hey, Vic, how are you, love? I think that's a good topic to start with. Shout out to everybody that's coming through, guys. Make sure you guys are hitting the like button. Okay. So you guys know that there's been a lot of revelations, a lot of news coming about the shooting at the Georgia high school. And, we have 4 victims and there was a couple of injuries. Okay. And dad was arrested, of course, charge that we know of. A lot of this has been a lot of news coming about this. There has been news about Colt was bullied. There was news about his sexuality. There was news about, this young man showed signs way before this shooting. There was news about a high school counselor being aware of something going on with Colt and people not being more reactive to this news. What I really want to understand, right, is that we go through this every school shooting. Every school shooting, we go through this, right? And honestly, I don't know. Like, do we ever really learn? History repeats itself. Do we ever really learn? Let me know. I feel like we are, it's like a hamster wheel. We keep trying to figure this out. We're just going in circles. And, mom is saying, yeah, he's not a monster. My child is not a monster. You said everybody failed at school, including the FBI. What about the FBI? You do wonder. There's body cam footage, and this is what I meant to talk about during the week. And it just, the Diddy news overtook way too much. We talk about there was a body cam footage where Colt's family was visited by agents and police last year. All on body cam footage regarding this situation. It's all out there, completely public for everybody to view. And so we had all these signs earlier on. FBI was aware of it. People were aware of it. So it literally took people dying, okay, for something to be done. Right? The US government needs to do something ASAP. Okay? You think he fell right through the cracks. Shout out to Joe. She said, shout out to Cash. Shout out to everybody watching us from X. Cash says, media sensationalism. People attack guns. People defend. All is wanted is better gun control, not taking the guns for fuck's sake. Responsible gun ownership. Wow, crazy. Say more, Cash. Shout out to Cash. Remart says, your child might not be a monster, but he did monstrous things. You just took the drink out of my hand when you said that, Rem, because I agree. Okay. As a mom, and I know I got a lot of moms here, your son can do no wrong, right? Your son, your child. They can do wrong, but there's nothing that if you are a parent, all right, and you love your kids can do monstrous things and still love them, right? That's how could you not? Okay, I gave birth to my kids, man. They could do monstrous things, and yet I'm still responsible, and it's still on me for the things that they do, right? Absolutely. You came out of my house. You were with me the whole time. I raised you. What happened? What did I miss? But true, as a mom, she's not viewing her child as a monster. But her child did monstrous things. I agree with that. Scooby-Doo Jam Jam, thank you for being a member for 7 months, says, yup, a huge failure by the FBI. Yeah. You said protect the schools like Congress. Ooh. Oh my God. Yes. Thank you, Pika. Thank you for telling our Scooby-Doo. Thank you for his continuous support. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. You said until there's accountability, recognition, and transparency, this issue will continue. Yeah. I would say so. Okay, look at Wim says, you must be a monster to do that. Shout out to Wim. Wim has his opinion. He's like, listen, if your kid is doing this, they must be a monster. I completely understand what Wim is saying here as well. Honeybee says, any gun owner should be applying gun safety. In my opinion, shout out to Jenny. In my opinion, we've had enough mass shootings by literal children to warrant us making parents responsible and serving time for death. You know what? I am so behind you on that, Jenny. This is too much, yo. I honestly think there does need to be changes in the laws. Because only then will parents take this real serious. Okay, only then will gun owners, and let me tell you, only then will people take this shit serious. And this is just my opinion. All right, until you start, if your child has a gun, okay, and they're walking around school, whatever public place they're going to, making threats, shooting up the place, yeah, I agree with you. It's about time that other people in addition to your child be held responsible for the things that are happening. Because like, no, like this has been, and not just them, I mean the FBI needs to be looked into for this shit too, if they knew what was going on. Like they have to. Anyone who feels compelled to kill another person is absolutely a monster. You said a 14-year-old brain don't work like adult brains. We better figure out what we're doing to our children to make them feel like acting out this way is the only way to be seen. In this TikTok world, right? In this TikTok world, yeah. Pika says, now fuck that. If my kid fucks up, I'm going to call them out. I'm always going to love them. I grew them, period. That's true. Call their asses out. Jen says, listen, dad was a bully, mom was absent. Do we know why she was absent? Do we know the deeds into that? Hey, Simply Monica. He may not be a monster to her, but he is to those who lost their loved ones forever and ever, Jordy T. Forever and ever. Honestly. My children has been raised to take accountability. I never stop loving them, but actions have reactions. Absolutely. Absolutely. You said Vinnie Politan said the same thing. If you get protected in the courthouse, why not at school? Yeah, if you can get protection at a courthouse, sometimes, I mean, why not at school? Oh my God. Oh, thank you, Sean. You guys, shout out to Sean in the chat who dropped us a 1999 super sticker. Thank you, love. Love you. Mwah. Love you, love you, love you, Sean. You know it. You know I love you very, 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 very much. Shout out to you. And happy September month birthday, because it is, shout out to my Virgos. It's Virgo season, y'all. It's Virgo season. Thank you, love. Yeah, sorry, y'all. I'm like going down these comments and reading them, and I miss Sean here for a little bit. You said there are parents who disown their children for not following church doctrine, but this mother is totally fine with her child being a literal murder. Shout out to Kiki. Amy says you can't prevent this. You need to protect the schools. No laws will change ever. Cash says in the US, you cannot drink until you're 21, but you can drive at 15 and apparently own a gun. I know. So, you can serve your country. What is it, at 18? Is that still the same? You can vote at 18. All right. It's very, very backwards for sure. Honeybee says, I'm a gun owner, and I do believe that if the parent is not being responsible with their guns, then yes, they need to be held accountable for their child's actions. Thank you, Honeybee, for saying that. Like I said, it's so honestly, when it comes to this gets us to this topic. And for me, I don't want to take people's weapons away. Let me be very clear. But I do think that we are not being very responsible, and it's trickling down to our children, and other people are falling victim to what has happened. It's the truth. And, a change of laws, which has happened every election, every year, something's going on. It doesn't always change the dynamic of a situation. It just doesn't. Sometimes it's not enough. Rem says, how is it that in this country you have a permit and go through classes to drive a car responsibly, but not for guns? Say it louder, Rem. Say it louder. Hell, I did driver's ed too, so say it louder. Christina says, my 20-year-old son has a gun and keeps it in his safe. We have talked all the time about gun safety. Shout out to you, Christina. Thank you. Start with not spoiling them so much. Yes, Wim. I agree. I agree. Cash says, you want a gun to be responsible? Shout out to Cash. So here's Cash who says, UK versus different. Yes, we have some private gun ownership heavily regulated. Some kids may think twice if their parents will end up serving time. Thank you, Monica. Honestly, that's like, I think why, first of all, it's a horrific school shoot. Any school shooting that is happening is horrific. All right. It's scary. Like, it makes you think now even more about sending your kids out to school and stuff like that. I certainly do get scared because I feel like we get very complacent, after years of, get one school shooting and then we want to learn from that, right? We want to learn. But I agree with this, is that if we start changing this piece of law, it might be that this is a good example. I'm sure dad didn't think that this was going to trickle to him, and now it has, right? I'm sure nobody did, and now it did. It needs to happen for dad. It needs to happen for those that investigated prior, like the FBI and all these agencies that clearly they missed the mark. There were visible signs. Okay. Y'all failed. You guys failed. Not only was the young guy failed, okay, the victims were failed, the families were failed, the community was failed, everybody there was failed. Everyone. So yeah, I agree that maybe we need to change some laws to make us think about, yeah, this could impact your family. Your people can go to jail too. They're not being seen by the people closest to them. Social media makes people feel worse about themselves for the most part. Shout out to you, Joe. In so many ways, the internet has been the downfall of children. Yes, A. Taylor. In so many ways, it definitely has been. Rabbit, I don't know, Rabbit. The signs were there. Very true. Shout out to Scooby Doo, says Libra. Shout out to all my people in the chat. That's what I'm saying. There's probably a lot of signs that we missed. Now let me go. I got to catch up with the comments, y'all, because I love talking to y'all, and this is why I love reading the comments and including you guys in the conversation. There were flashing lights and sirens around this kid, says Shannon. You said also in the UK, the type of gun for private use is restricted in ownership, and access to the weapon is also regulated. Okay. So, I mean, maybe we need to start, we should be looking at what other countries are doing, right? Maybe that's what it is. You said, I took my son at a public school and homeschooled him because our school system is so messed up right now. My son succeeded more at homeschool than he did at the public school. Wow. You said you live in Canada, and I only know about this because you're shedding light to it. Well, shout out to you, Nancy. Thank you for listening to us. Thank you. Thank you. I mean, let me know your thoughts about this whole thing. No one has respect of anyone anymore. That's a huge part of the problem. Yes. I think social media has changed our youth. I grew up on magazines, not social media, and it was much calmer then. Angie, I grew up in magazines too. Like, I remember, oh my God, I remember signing up for subscriptions for magazine, and those things were so expensive, yo. Remember Young and Modern YM? Oh my God, 17 these were the magazines, y'all. And it was fun. This was an era that was fun. But I don't, again, a lot of this was, we were reading this gossip, celebrity crap, teen situation crap, and it wasn't really like this. It wasn't. I don't know. Maybe and we can never go back, right? We can never, never, never go back from that. Times have changed. We have to accept that, period. That's it. I had way too many magazines. I did. And I was so happy every time you'd get like a free subscription, and then you get a huge ass bill on a magazine. Yeah. Anyways, you really, really Marine, but never used for violence. Well, shout out to Wim. Shout out to Wim. In the United States, you can't buy lawn darts even on eBay because they are deemed too dangerous. Make that make sense when I can buy any kind of gun I want at any time. Yeah. I don't understand, and I don't think we'll ever make sense to it. And at the end of the day, I would never want to be in a position that mom is in, or or even the parents that lost their children. I don't want to be in any of those positions whatsoever. It is very sad, but at the same time, the people around these leaders, these lawmakers that represent, that we pay our taxpayer money to, they got to step it up, you guys. Let's stop being complacent about, what is going on. And I'm not just talking about go vote, vote locally, do what you got to do, attend your little PTAs, all this stuff. As much as I hate PTAs and I'm not much of a PTA person, but those are the kinds of things, those are invites to know what the hell is going on, right? That is the invite. So we got to get into it. Okay. All right, y'all. All right. So let's get it together. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. We are going to move on to our next piece of information. You guys, Diddy has been diddying the news all freaking week. Okay. And did y'all know? Did you guys know? Now, we talked about this week, the inmate, by the way, they filed like an emergency thing or something, some motion after Diddy's attorneys found out about the, what is it, $100 million lawsuit won by the inmate. The motion is basically saying, we were never served, Your Honor. We were never served. So Diddy is trying to hurry up and figure that situation out. I don't know. I think it's bullshit. It's fake. Diddy's team is calling this fake news. Now, I don't know. They have rosters of Diddy and financial advisors signing up to go to jail to go talk to this man, Cardello Smith, in Michigan. Okay. So get this. And this is an interesting strategy, I might say myself. One of Diddy's attorneys is going to TikTok and is essentially, I guess, breaking down a bit of Diddy's defense for his case. I've never seen anything like this, but it makes sense because honestly, if she does this, the court of public opinion, yes, the court, all that, the trial, that'll, if that's where we go, because we still have yet to still find out. Convictions, great if it happens there. But that the court of public opinion is also very important for somebody's reputation. It makes or breaks somebody. Look at Kevin Spacey right now. The man has been, he's being thrown out of his property, $5 million, and they're throwing this shit out in the water. I mean, I'm just exaggerating there. I'm just imagining because it's like a front house, and there's water all over. All right. I don't know, honeybee. So when I read this and I heard about this on the New York Times, I said, oh, shoot. Oh, really? So Sean Combs' legal team takes his case on TikTok. And let me tell you this. I think that's smart. If they're not violating any, client privileges. Isn't that where we all get our news now? YouTube and TikTok. Now you're going to get a bunch of people pulling this woman's TikToks and examining them. And I was like, no way. Oh no, this is her. Let's watch a little bit.
Diddy sued by a former bandmate. I'm his lawyer, and here's why you should care. Last night, Dawn Richard, who Diddy discovered in making the band, put her in Danity Kane, where she eventually left to join Diddy Dirty Money. And in 2020, when Diddy announced the reboot of making the band, she hopped on board and wanted to join. As you can see from this message in March 2020, she says, love, love, love you, let's do this. And yet another where she says, checking in to see if you guys are starting making the band back up. Would love to be a part of it, bro. Yet another in December where she's saying, let's bring the crew back. Another message where she says we never should have stopped it. That's what he did in 2023 on his most recent album called Off the Grid. She's a featured artist on the number 3 song on the album. And all this makes sense if you watch her other statements about Diddy over the years, including this one clip from Hot 97 back in the day.
And I don't have no bad stories. That was only support. So if you do good by other people, they'll do good by you.
Now pause for Combs' civil attorney's statement that she made today, which states that Richard has now manufactured a series of false claims, all in the hopes of trying to get a payday.
So, the attorney is showing receipts. Now, wow. She's showing receipts, DMs, voice notes by Dawn. She's going out there and exposing that's Diddy's attorney. Okay? Basically saying that the woman just wants a payday. Survived by Kool-Aid, thank you for being a member for 7 months. And Spooky Fox, thank you for being a member for 10. Love you guys. Thank you. So, yeah. So I want to understand. Here she is.
And she hopped on board and wanted to join.
Here she is showing DMs. This is not, I didn't know that they were going to do this. Look at that. DMs between her and Diddy. How she wanted to be part of making the band and, getting in there and stuff like that. So the lawsuit says something completely different. Are they going to start doing that? Are they going to start like exposing the people that are wanting? Yeah, I mean, show the receipts in open court and it'll mean something. They're showing the receipts online. But this is Diddy's attorney that's doing this. They're making Dawn look bad. Look what she went through. Same thing here was said about Cassie. I bet she acted complicit too until she felt safe. I don't know, Mia Mo. Is that even legal? The new court of law is TikTok. Mary Lee, yes, it is. Yeah, it is. The new court of law is TikTok. This is what she's doing. I'm surprised her video hasn't gotten a whole lot of views. It's now picking up traction because the New York Times decided to do a piece on it. Typical playbook for a defense lawyer representing a celebrity client facing damaging accusations often features a sharply worded denial, promises to eventually reveal all at trial, and perhaps a strategically placed tabloid pushback story. That's strategy for a lot of these defense lawyers, right? But lawyers defending the music mogul Sean Combs against a cascade of civil sexual misconduct claims have opened up a new strategy front: TikTok. You are going to see all of this legal side of Diddy defense playing on TikTok, I guess. The lady's taking it over there. You said both things can be true. She could feel threatened, but act like everything's okay. That's true. Yeah, I mean, a lot of victims, that happens to them, right? Like, both things can be true. You said, I don't know if I believe all that you know, how easy it is to cut and paste on the computer nowadays to make it look one-sided. I don't know. Honeybee, I don't know either. And especially now with like, one of the scariest things for me, honestly, is AI. Everything that's happening with AI and the morphing of AI and like being able to tell the difference between something that's AI and that's not, especially in like fake news. We have way too much of that shit going on right now. Honestly, it's becoming really, really hard to figure this out when it comes to AI. But that's just my thoughts. So on Tuesday, the singer Dawn filed a new lawsuit against Mr. Combs, accusing him of threatening and groping her. Okay. Mr. Combs' representatives responded with the somewhat traditional statement that called the lawsuit a series of false claims brought in the hopes of trying to get a payday. Okay. Well, then you have, and I think her name, this lawyer, the one that was just on TikTok, her name is Tenny Garagos, hit TikTok. All right, here you go again. Diddy sued by a former bandmate. I'm his lawyer, and I'm here, and here's why you should care. This is what she said. She said that, we just saw it, they're employing this new popular format, all right? This Diddy's defense team, okay? I don't think Diddy has a whole lot to lose at this point. So he's going to do what he's going to do. Okay. Why not bring this over to TikTok? Why not? What else are you going to lose? Diddy is going to be broke, you guys. Like, I'm sorry. He doesn't have a whole lot to his name at this point. Everything that's happening, I mean, it cannot be. He's paying lawyers. He's paying whatever else he's paying. I don't think he's going to make it out of this, honestly. He's got too much going on, too many lawyers, too many stuff going on. I think he's just going to go broke, and that's what's going to happen. And that will be the end. If he's smart, he figures out he needs to focus on whatever criminal might be coming down. Okay. That's what he needs to figure out. All right. That is what's going on with the Diddy case right now. Actively, presently. Yeah. Let's talk about Justin Timberlake real quick. We did talk about this guy yesterday. Was it yesterday? His fans were all over the court hearing today. Okay. all over to there to support Justin. He cut a deal with the court to resolve his DWI. I don't even think you can call it a DWI anymore. He pleaded guilty to a non-criminal offense at a Long Island courthouse on Friday, which would be today, to resolve the DWI, okay, that he got earlier in the summer. A public statement was given, all right? And basically the judge said Timberlake could get 25 to 40 hours depending on how sincere he appeared. He ultimately gave him 25 hours. Justin has to pay a $500 fine. The charge went from DWI to driving while impaired, right? Driving while impaired. Timberlake also has to pay a fine. The fine amount hasn't been determined. The judge said that Justin should also make a public statement on why people shouldn't drink and drive and added community service to his sentence. He said he'd have to do 25 to 40 hours. Why didn't he get the 40? With the number ultimately depending on how well he goes in his public statement. Justin said he'd be willing to do the time. No. That's what he's doing. Has he made the statement? I haven't even read it yet, honestly. We would have gotten years. So Justin's gonna be doing community service. What kind of community service you think he's gonna do? 25 hours. Cry me a river. 25 hours of community service. Girl, you know, people lose their license. It takes them forever to get that shit. They have to blow on a breathalyzer to move their car. And all you have to do is 25 to 40 hours of community service. Ain't that some bullshit? Ay, Dios mío. Tell me more. Tell me more. Road crew? Is he gonna wear that little orange or yellow jumpsuit? 25 he's 25 hours of dance instructions. How come he can't be on like drinking UAs? Don't they have drinking UAs? Bye. You said straight some bullshit. Had it been you or me, yeah, it's true. We would have been getting just a little slap on the wrist. Girl, my mugshot would have been everywhere. You already know. All my haters would have posted my mugshot. I'll make sure I smile. Let me stop. Supreme lame. Yeah, our friends would have been arrested too for interfering. Yeah, thank you. How come that woman wasn't arrested for interfering on that arrest, on that DUI? You said supreme lame, lamest of the lame, and the lawyer sounded like he was on the awards show. Oh man, I think we did. I think he's supposed to give a public statement. He's supposed to apologize, and then based on that statement, it's gonna, his hours will be determined. I don't know, y'all. I don't know. You said, well, I did hear that Mad was gonna get involved. Actually, the court is in the Hamptons. What else do you expect? You said exactly. Losing his license would have been a joke, but I guess this is too hell. I don't get it. I don't get it, man. This judicial system is very backwards sometimes. I mean, listen, you can defraud a bank, you can defraud the country, and then still stay here and participate on reality TV shows. I'm still trying to figure that shit out. I don't get it. Yes, pretty much. You said my son got 30 hours of community service for a ticket instead of paying for it. Listening while cleaning. Well, shout out to you, Pinche Becky. Shout out to you. Bossy, welcome. Hey, Selena. How are you, love? You said... All right, I guess I won't believe this, James. Shout out to you. Money doesn't buy you happiness, but it sure makes you more comfortable while you're being miserable. Okay, can I ask y'all something? What kind of community service y'all think this man's gonna get? What kind of community service do you think this man's gonna get? Is he gonna be out there working with the traffic crew? Like what would with the I'm confused. Repairing roads, 25 hours. What is he gonna do? Honestly, he's not. I don't know. But anyways, it totally depends on what he's gonna do. His speech. So, driving while ability impaired is a traffic violation that carries 300 to 500 fine and a 90-day license suspension. He initially pleaded not guilty to a drunken driving charge. His attorney insisted in early August that he was not intoxicated. Of course he did. He tried to taint the people and whatnot. Nancy said that his community service is going to be polishing Grammys and Emmys. So yeah, that's probably what it's going to be. I cannot with these people. I cannot with these people. So by the way, there was a fan base that was outside of the courthouse cheering him on. Everybody was outside. I mean, and the shit is on People magazine, or excuse me, People. He did not live up to the standards at DWI hearing inside his plea deal, including a $500 fine. He could have gone into an Uber. He could have done a bunch of things. He could buy a cab company, and this is what he did. But again, if Justin had killed somebody because of his reckless behavior, this would be a whole different story. There would be a trial. People would be taking sides. You said school speeches where kids are at. Oh my God. As community service, ramen at a soup kitchen. I mean, that's not bad too, right? New name. Like, it would be cool if he was like teaching, dancing. I mean, you can't deny he's he. That's what he is. Something like that, Joe, right? Something like that. I'm just saying. Let's see. His community service needs to be cleaning up rivers. No. Cleaning up rivers. That's true. I mean, I don't know, y'all. He will do a concert for charity or something like that. Lame. Yeah. He is he. What do you want me to say? He is he. He is, I don't know why. I feel like this right here gives me they're not really happy with each other. I don't know. It just I don't see happiness here. It wouldn't surprise me if they split at some point. I don't know, but that's just me. My thoughts on that. I have no answers to any of this. Yeah, yes, everybody, celebrity wise, they're just getting a slap on the wrist. You are so right about that. All of them. It doesn't matter. It does not. But anyways, that is on your JT news. Okay. Lord have mercy if I had one wish. One wish. Where are you, Ray J? I really like the one-hit wonders sometimes. Ray J, listen, this is kind of sad news to me, but at the same time, I'm like, why the hell are they still married? Okay, let me go. This made the news, and we have to talk about it. Ray J makes the news every once in a while, but Ray J was on TMZ. Oh my God, where's my article? I just had it. And this is not just TMZ, it's everywhere. It's everywhere right now. Here it is. I feel some type of way about this news right here, but I'm not surprised whatsoever. Yes, Ray J's R&B artist, Little Brandy's brother, reality TV show star, okay? Married, how long was he married, or is he still married to Princess Love? They've been married for a couple years, okay? I never thought Ray J would settle down, I'll say that. For those that don't know, Ray J is also known for the Kim Kardashian sex tape. We've done some videos about that. So that is also there. These are the like Hollywood deep dives that we've done on this channel. Okay. So there was an audio. And I wouldn't say it was an audio leak because honestly, I think it was like on IG and the stuff was going on and it was on record. This is really sad. I know Ray J has struggled with depression and he's made some, I wouldn't say attempts, but like threats to his life before. So, blowout fight between Princess Love in front of the kids. Never did anything to mama. There is an audio, okay? And what it sounds like, and I did put in my title, Ray J abusive cover up because he's coaching his kids. And y'all listen to it. Listen to it. Let me know your thoughts in the comments, okay?
Why do people
Without the ads? See if we can get through these ads because we are not being paid by these people. Skip ad. Here we go.
I just want to make sure are you good? Dada never did nothing to anybody, right? Mama never did nothing to me. Dada never did nothing to mama, right? Everything is safe. Have Dada put hands on mama or mama put hands on Dada? No, right? Okay, so there's no reason to call the police, right? We're just making a movie. We're just playing, okay? We can go to my house, but I just want to make sure everything is safe here with Melody and everybody.
Can we go to my house? But can we go to your house right now?
Go get you a sweater. Go get a sweater and we'll go. But nothing crazy has happened. I got it all on tape. All right, so let's put on your shoes. I gotta leave, baby. I don't want anything that. Everything's okay. I just want to make sure everything is safe. I love your mom. Your mom loves me. No, I love your mom. Your mom loves me as.
Ooh, I gotta stop right there. Oh, I gotta stop. My heart hurts, y'all. That is some sad shit. We're making a movie. I know that I don't like hearing babies cry. Or young kids cry. I really don't. It brings a lot of PTSD for me too. I don't like that. That's what it's being assumed. I mean, if you listen to the coaching, you kind of understand daddy never hit me, mommy never hit me, we never hit each other. If this was just a movie. I will. I'll drop the link in the article in the description box. I thought they were over. I thought that they had divorced, but didn't they talk about divorcing and then they're back to this? Y'all, if you're not happy, divorce. Don't hurt your kids this way. Like, stop it. These two need to just be separated already. They need to be done. This is so effed up. If you got to get to this point where you're coaching your kids, get out of it. That's it, that you're done. There's no more to it. Okay? I have no sympathy for these parents. I really don't. I'm sorry, y'all. Like, hearing your kids are crying this way, and I'm glad that this has been leaked. Because let social media hold him responsible, as well as Princess Love. Both of them. Period. You guys see what they're doing to these kids? It looks like it was like an IG live that might have been recorded. Hold up. It says on the article, this is what TMZ is saying. The video recorded by Ray J sounds like a lawyer leading the witness. You hear Ray J telling the kids they didn't see daddy put hands on mommy and vice versa. He waits for them to respond before making his next point. Ray says, we're making a movie, we're just playing. Ray went live on social media with the video, with social media account Live Bites capturing a 2-minute clip. It's clear the kids are upset. When Ray J tells that he's leaving the house, you hear one of them burst into tears. These are his kids. They need to be done. Like these two, they go back and forth on social media. I'm divorcing him. I'm not divorcing him. We're back together. Yo, I hope that Ray J's mom steps up here because maybe she's the only one that, he'll listen to, because I don't know. She's the only one that has any sense, in my opinion. Shout out to Ray J's mom. Miss Norwood. Honestly. Yo, why are you doing this to these kids, man?
I just want to keep it documented that nothing is happening and that we both respect each other and love each other. This was just a pretend thing, okay?
Yeah.
We just had an argument, okay? I don't want it to get out of hand, and I wanted to make sure it's recorded and seen so we're all super safe.
Recorded and seen. So is he going to show this to law enforcement? You know what the hell this sounds like? The CPS? Sounds like you're coaching. That's what this sounds like. Worked CPS for 10 years. This was what coaching sounds like.
Just because somebody has a disagreement doesn't mean anything. You know, calling the police over a disagreement is loud. And I'm not with that. Okay? I love you. Your mom loves you. Did you check on your mom?
And let me just say this. Don't they live in like a McMansion? They don't even have neighbors around. So how loud could it have been? This don't make any sense to me. It just doesn't make any sense. It doesn't. Hold up. They need to get their... They do, Chico. Period. They do. Yes. It sounds like it. It sounds like it. I don't like the coaching either, but that's what it sounds like. These kids are young. Oh my God.
Go check on her one more time. Tell her you're going with Dada. Go do it one more time and tell her you're going with Dada. You have to one more time so she knows you're going with me, okay? That's the right thing to do. Huh? We're just going. Everything's fine. It was just pretend, okay, baby? Everything's fine. I want Epic to just tell Mama that he's going with me so Mama knows what's going on. Okay? And don't. It's not like that, baby. I love you. I love you.
Y'all heard that? They're under the age of 10, y'all. I cannot, man. They're under the age of 10. You see how upset they are? Oh my gosh. All right. So then at one point he says the kids ages 4 to 6. There's no reason to call the police. Ages 4 to 6. We're just playing. Okay, it's unclear if one of the kids called 911 or attempted to call. Sources with direct knowledge tell TMZ Princess Love did call the cops and they came to the house but left shortly thereafter. This is what Princess posted. This is the only time I'm going to address this. I've been trying my best to be the biggest person and just walk away peacefully. But what you're not going to do is traumatize, manipulate, and gaslight my kids when you can't do it to me anymore. I'll save my videos for the judge. Why are you still there? I want, like, come the hell on. Yeah, the brother took me out. Mm-mm. Yeah. It sounds like they're more scared of the mom in the current situation because they want to go with him and don't want to tell mom. Yeah. I agree with you, Candy's life. You said it's typical behavior? It is. A lot of this is very triggering. I just don't know why they still together. That's all. Like, why? Like, it's affecting the kids so badly. Yeah, you're right, Night Charm. The industry has done a number on the Norwoods. That's for sure. That's for sure. It's triggering. So that's it. Princess Love has already reacted to the viral video saying she's not going to let anyone traumatize, manipulate, or gaslight her kids. Clearly implying Ray J did that did in fact get into some kind of altercation with her before these clips were shot. She adds, she has her own videos which she's saving for court. Are they still in the same household then? Or are they in different households? Ray J and Princess are in the middle of a contentious divorce. But why is it taking so long? Because I feel like, Bossy, if you're in the chat, didn't they file? Hell, they filed like how many years ago or months ago? I thought they filed like months ago. Yeah, they filed back in February. And this here, fourth time's a charm. Ray J's wife, Princess Loves, filed for divorce again. Fourth time's a charm. It's a warning sign. Get out of it. Like, oh my God. Fourth time? You said it's assets? This is sad. They would file, then they would say they're working on it. So are they going to go back to working on each other after this? You said it's custody. I feel like they've been playing games. Honestly, like this is just really sad for everybody involved. I'm sorry, it is, and I really hope that Miss Sonia jumps in. It has like, I don't know, what can she do? You know, she's only Ray J's mom, so not a whole lot. They're using them for pawns, absolutely. Honeybee says Katie Holmes and Tom Cruise's divorce was completed in 11 days. Look, Katie was not playing with Tom on that one. But this is becoming so sad. I mean, sounds like police were called. They might have shown up. This is getting kind of crazy. Someone's really going to get hurt. They've been divorcing since February, the fourth time. Why is it taking them this long? And they're just hurting each other and they're hurting their kids. They do have enough money, it sounds like, to live separately. You know, they do. Hey, just the tea. No worries, love. I mean, let me know what you guys think in the chat. Oh. So now Ray J's being exposed. I hold these two adults responsible for a lot of this. Yeah, that's because Katie Holmes' father is the most powerful divorce attorney in New York. I think he coached her on getting footage before leaving. My theory. Shout out to Simply Monica. Ooh. Wow. Codependency, possibly, absolutely. Possibly codependency, absolutely. I would agree with that. Could have a lot to do with that. The longer these proceedings go on, the worse it's going to be for the kids' mental health. Well, Ray J's not thinking about their mental health. Ray J's not thinking about anybody's mental health. Both of them. I don't think so. You know? Cheek says, Kim K steals your wardrobe. Your son acts like a fool. There's that. No way. Ray J was just in Vegas at a poker tournament saying he's broke. I don't know. You know, there's part of me that feels some type about Ray J because I feel like he's been taken advantage of to a certain degree. But at the same time, I also hold him responsible for a lot of the things that he's done in the industry. A lot that people, and he probably knows a lot, and he doesn't really speak on it. I think once, and Diddy is being taken down, okay, he might start speaking out more. I don't know. Yeah, I'm with you on that one too. They need to separate and let these kids win. It's not about the parents. Absolutely. Kid referenced two different houses. You didn't hear the child. I did hear that they referenced two different houses. So-and-so's house and so-and-so's house. It's just very sad. Like, I just feel kind of sad for, I don't know, hearing them cry that way was just too sad to me. And that being leaked or shown is just, he's messy and is okay when it's convenient, but plays victim. That's what it is, Margot. Ray J has really shown himself to be very messy in this industry, and then he plays victim. I agree with you on that. I do believe that he's victim of something, that he's been victimized, but he's very good at playing that victim card because that's just my thought. For the You know, for whatever reason, that show appeared on my feed. For whatever reason, I don't know. When I was doing some research, I'm like, why is this show back on my feed? I don't know why. But you think it sounds like he might have leaked it for himself for sure. Lindsay says, I feel in most cases the men don't care about anyone's mental health in the family. I had to find a way to get out and be the villain so he would leave. Let me tell you, Lindsay, on this part that you said, the villain. Sometimes the victim has to be the villain in order for the person to get out of that situation. You mean you have to not give a fuck about what happens to the person that's hurting you. And that in turn can make you the villain. Sometimes you have to get so mad and maybe destroy things right where they are because you have to be that villain in order for you to survive. Oh, that is deep right there. That is so very true. That is so very real. In a lot of instances, you have to be the villain in order to survive sometimes. Sometimes it's temporary. And if you don't get any help to heal that, it could really hurt you in the long run. So you have to be very careful with that. Yeah, Lindsay, you have to not care. You have to not care. That is what hitting rock bottom could be sometimes. It's not the villain. It's self-preservation. There's a difference, says Jordy T. Maybe it's both, Jordy. Maybe it's both. That's the hardest part. Harder than enduring the abuse. Yeah. When you finally say, I don't care if this person, something happens to them. I have to preserve myself and I have to survive this. Because clearly they don't want the help, right? They don't want to get help. So you have to help yourself, right? Shout out to Mary Lee. That does happen. TJ, that's right. So we'll see what happens with Ray J, I guess. I don't know. Who knows how old that video is? How old is that video? We don't know. We don't know. I hope that they get the help and support that they need. Okay. But to me, Ray J and Princess, both of you guys are at fault here in terms of like, you need why is this divorce? Why is this the fourth time? And here we are, February. That was when it was filed, and here we are, September. What's going on? Maybe it could be property, but like clearly something needs to happen in the middle. There needs to be a mediator. Something needs to happen because these kids aren't safe in this. And then you have dad coaching them through this. Remember, Ray J did try to trademark Princess Love's name during one of their many breakups. Yes, he did. Ray J is not no angel whatsoever. Like I said, I still remember. Hell, I remember For the Love of Ray J. There was this one part where I saw a different side of Ray J that I was like, this guy's trash. You know, like I said, he's really good at playing the victim, and he has been victimized. Don't get me wrong, but he's really good at that. Yep. That's true. I will always be the villain on someone's story. That is very true. But does that person matter? Especially if you can't control any of that, you know? Verbal is just as defeating as physical aggression. Absolutely. Do you do a live every day? If so, what time? You know, honeybee, my lives tend to vary. I don't have a really good set schedule because I tend to baby bunny. And so when I get a chance, I'll do a live and whatnot. But I try to do at least one every day, but I can't really give you an exact time because I'm all over the place. I've been working on pre-recorded videos because I need to work on that. And my schedule is going to be changing with, the kiddos starting school. So that's going to be changing pretty soon. So I might just do one live a day and not, a bunch, if you know what I mean. All right, guys. It's a good point. No one but the two involved ever knows. 4 times is a direct sign of DV. Someone is manipulating. Good point. It is a tough one. Absolutely. Put your kids first. Absolutely. Yes, I know. I've been doing a lot. Y'all, I'm exhausted. So do me a favor, hit that like button, please, and thank you. I'm so tired. Yeah, I've been doing a lot of lives this week. And usually I do pre-recorded videos, but you know, I've been kind of going back and forth on it. But anyways, guys, I do have to head out because I gotta go tend to baby bunny. I don't know if I'll do another live later. Just depends on what's newsing on the news, and then you know, kind of going from there. But y'all, let me know your thoughts in the comments. What do you guys think? We touch every topic pretty good in under an hour. Shout out to us. I want to thank everybody for supporting my channel. Wim, thank you so much again. Scooby-Doo, thank you. Sean, thank you for stopping by. Survive the Kool-Aid, thank you so much for being members. Y'all are amazing. Thank you, guys. Thank you. Little support is always amazing. I appreciate you guys. I will see you guys on the next one. And members, don't forget, if you got gifted a membership, note that there's Discord. You guys can continue the conversation over there with each other. All right? I'll see you guys on the next one. Bye. Where's the door? Right here. Bye.